battle between the Chicago Bears and the London Monarchs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Second down, Bridgewater. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Dunn with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stoppage to here, Whitehead.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken at the 37. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his weapon. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 76 yards. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. And also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this.
Go Delta. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Go Delta. We got three.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Shreds the tackle. Sheds another. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This is Mostert. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go, gotta go. Here we go, fire down. Delta.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Fire down. Hey, go Delta.
Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go Delta.
Here's Bridgewater. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Trubisky. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Finding room inside the 40. Throw left side taken in by Miller. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Parkey with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Delta. Five down.
They go with Murray again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Get wide now. Here we go. 5 down, 5 down.
On third down, Murray. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Mostert. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
5 down, 5 down.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Delta. 5 down, 5 down. Delta. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are. But they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Come on, gotta go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to fire this thing, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
5 down.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They don't want it. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Welcome back now here in London. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Out of the gun, Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here now Johnny Townsend as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. That makes this much more manageable. They'll move it from the 2 to the 1.
Totally manageable, because many teams from the 2 want to throw the ball. But you put it at the 1, the running game is totally back in play.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll try and sneak it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run. It's Murray. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Delta. Get wide, man. Here we go. Fire down.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Get wide, man. Fire down. Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Get wide, man. Here we go. Fire down. Delta.
This is Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Again, it's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Murray the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted